Swapz. We know it's a powerhouse project. I covered it around a week ago. Was it less than a week ago? Maybe it was over the weekend. But I think it's still got 100x potential. But today, we're going to focus on two things. First, we're going to do it second, but the first thing I want to mention is it looks like it's doing a wave 4 correction before a wave 5, right? We want to be aware of that, the psychology of buying and selling using Elliott wave and Fibonacci. But then I'm getting the question of, what does Swapz do? What does it do? So we're going to look at the practical use case because I'm using Swapz. I'm going to show you why, because there's certain reasons you'll use it. It makes life a lot easier when you're operating between different blockchains. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Been featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. Normally focused on currencies, but now exclusive on cryptocurrency. So let's dive straight in. So with Swapz, we're on the website, Swapz, profit, repeat. It makes easy, stable coins, USDT, BUSD, across blockchains, Valas, Polygon, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and they're going to add more and more blockchains. But then they're also partnering with a lot of companies. That's what I'm noticing, to make projects easier. So the big one that launched yesterday, oh my Lord, it did like a 500-600x upon their launch. Valhalla, Swapz leads the way, and they've partnered. This article on their Medium was on the 1st of November. But Valhalla is NFT-powered play-to-earn gaming in the metaverse space. Metaverse is huge right now. If you're not paying attention to metaverse, you're asleep. Facebook, one of the biggest companies on the planet, has changed its name to Meta to be in the future is metaverse, right? How do we take social interaction to the next level? But I digress. So what we're going to do is just have a quick read. So Dave said, Swapz is a cross-chain stablecoin swapping platform that connects all EVM, so Ethereum virtual machine, compatible blockchains, effectively uniting decentralized finance with Web 3.0. When traders and investors see profitable opportunities, this is what I saw yesterday. Yeah, because it was a big, when Valhalla launched yesterday on PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain, it was like sitting at a 500x, but on Wagyu Swap on the Valas blockchain, it was sitting at a 300x. So if you could go, hang on a second, I could get 200x more than over here. If I can bridge it across to that blockchain, I can take advantage of that opportunity. But it's hard to do these bridges. That's where Swapz comes in. So Valhalla is metaverse NFT. You kind of very, very cool project. This is going to be huge. So they're only getting warmed up because they're going to have I think they're going to have staking on Wagyu as well. But anyway, Swapz, right? So I want to just show you the example. Then we're going to jump into the technicals, the psychology of buying and selling. What is the chart pattern telling us? What is the human psychology? How do people feel right now as a mass herd about the price? Is it overvalued, undervalued? Is it profit taking, and so on and so forth? And then we can see with high probability what we should anticipate next on almost like the next 2 weeks, so you can kind of plan and prepare yourselves. So with Swapz, right? With Swapz, we're going to go from the Valas blockchain to the Polygon. In this case, not the Polygon, the Binance Smart Chain. So what we're going to do is the example that we're using here is, let's just say we're on Wagyu Swap. The price of this yesterday, roughly it was around this price, 0.029, right? SCAR token was 0.029, 29 cents. It was 29 cents. But on the Binance chain, is balanced out now, because obviously people have done this. You can see the price is higher. The price is 30 cents, right? But yesterday it was like 50 cents. So you could sell your tokens, 1,000 tokens on Valas blockchain on Wagyu Swap, and you get 3,000. Sell $1,000 tokens on PancakeSwap, and you'll get $5,000. So you go, hang on, why would I not sell on Pancake? How do I get them across? That's what Swapz does. It bridges them across, very, very easy. And then you can just use the DEX, whichever one is. So let's do that example. So I'm going to go from Valas to Binance Smart Chain. What you notice is Swapz is partnering with a lot of companies. So it specializes in stablecoins. That's its main bread and butter, its niche, because that's what you need to operate on different blockchains. And it knows, if I click Valas USDT, it knows the main stablecoin for Binance Smart Chain is BUSD, right? But you will also see it's got Wagyu, as in the Wagyu token. It's got Bitorbit. It's got VLX, so the native token for the Valas blockchain. And the other day it added SCAR. SCAR is the Valhalla token, So what we're going to do is we're going to use an example, say, look, If I click on SCAR, I've got this. I've just opened up this wallet, just put in a few SCAR tokens, 19 tokens. Let's just say we wanted to move them from the Valas blockchain and bridge it over, swap them over to the Binance Smart Chain. Just click swap. It gives you a rate. It's 0.04% fee, so it works out to be this 25 VLX tokens. That's a standard fee, and that goes to stakers. They're going to be launching their. I'm excited about their pools, their single staking pools. I'm excited about. So now we're just going to swap them, right? We're going to take it from the Valas blockchain over to the Binance Smart Chain. We approve the transaction. We click swap. The fees are low because both. Have I got gas? I don't even know if I haven't even got enough. I haven't even got enough Valas. Let's buy some more Valas. Let's just buy some more Valas. Let's see what I've got. Have I got this? Let's buy some more Valas. VLX tokens. Let's do. How many do I need? I need 25. I need 25. You can tell I don't use this wallet that much. This particular wallet. Let's just get 25 over. Is it going to let me do the transaction? Have I got enough Valas to do the Valas transaction? No, let me reject that one first. That was from the swaps. I want to confirm this one. Now, Valas is fast. Valas is fast. Like, literally, look how fast this will kind of update, right? And it's around it's around 3 seconds. 3 seconds, right? Bang. Now we should go back to swaps. And we should, because the fee for swaps, doing the cross bridging, because normally it's for higher amounts, it's going to charge us 25 VLX tokens as part of their fee. Now I'll go through. It's good that you saw that actually, because sometimes these things happen. And what I like is they have a bar, right? Because it shows you how far along it is. And because Binance Smart Chain and Valas chains are quite fast in comparison to Ethereum, the bridge happens relatively fast. So it's going to go over, tokens go over. So long story short, you'll be then able to go to PancakeSwap, connect your MetaMask wallet to the Binance Smart Chain, and then sell the token. So it allows you to have those arbitrage opportunities, right? Arbitrage, I think this is on the website. Did they say that on the website? You know, the ultimate protocol for cross-chain DeFi. So just making life a lot easier across EVM compatible blockchains. So what I wanted to really focus on today, so that's happening, right? So we don't need to cover anything else there. That will happen. It'll bridge. It'll just end up in your Binance Smart Chain wallet on your MetaMask, change it over, and then use PancakeSwap. What I want to focus on today, really focus on today, is Elliott and Fibonacci. Right? If you haven't taken my free Elliott and Fibonacci masterclass, it's in the link below, and it shows you how to read the markets like a pro. Because the markets, whether you like it or not, most of it is speculation, right? Fear and greed, optimism, pessimism, is what drives the market, buying and selling behavior, right? As well as the utility of the token. So I just wanted to quickly remind you, do a quick recap, right? I just want to bring this up. Right? I cover this in more detail. So markets tend to move in a 5-wave sequence on an uptrend and then an ABC correction. And when I'm looking at markets, I'm looking at all the time, where are the waves within this? How can I help? How can it help me make a decision? And 50 to 60, 70% of the time, especially in crypto, the waves tend to be really, really clear. So that's what I wanted to focus on today. I've got a 1-hour chart. This is swaps, right? And what we saw very, very clearly with swaps is a nice move up. We had an irregular. Don't worry about, the terminology. I cover it in my class, my course. When you take my masterclass, you have an opportunity to buy my course. They're very discounted at the moment. And if you do buy my course, you get invited to my private Telegram group where you'll get exclusive premier access to my YouTube content. But this is called an irregular ABC correction of a wave 2. We've had this textbook wave 3, and it looks like we're on this wave 4. Wave 4, and then what should follow after wave 4 is a wave 5. All-time new highs. That's what we're anticipating. Yeah. And we'll project some of these. In financial markets, wave 3s tend to be the most aggressive and most impulsive. But in crypto land, and commodities like gold, oil, silver, all those commodities, because it's seasonal, especially when it's like wheat and juice and those kind of things, more often than not, when something is seasonal, wave 5s tend to be the most impulsive, right? That's what I found, because of panic buying. It's a lot of emotions run wild in crypto, right? So what we want to look at here, just want to just draw these out. Again, we're going to use the template as a reference, right? So just snapshot this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get that in your mind, right? And we'll go, all right, what do we see with this particular chart, right? What's going on here? All right, here we go. I'm just going to lengthen it like this. So we got it like this. Right, so I'm gonna draw it out for you. Let's do it quite punchy. So we can go wave 1, boom, ABC. Let me go here, ABC, A, B, C, over wave 2. And we've clearly had this very, very impulsive wave. Now, when you take my Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass, you'll see me say time and time again, more often than not, wave 3s are 1.618 to 2.618 of wave 1. So we literally just measure this wave 1, project it from this wave 2 low, and the two numbers that we want. And time again, and more often than not, especially in peak bulls, because we're moving into like the last 25% of this bull season. And you can see this green line represents 2.618, which you can project in advance. Look at that. It's just how the market feels. If people bought down here and there's really gone up, this wave 4 is a profit-taking wave, natural human psychology. If you're, 2x, 3x, 5x, 10x up, especially if you bought down here at IDO. By the way, I got into the Swapz IDO back in, but it didn't perform that well because it was really under the radar back in, I think it was July. But what we want to look at now is this, right? So this looks like a clear wave 3, right? Let's hit a nice price target, 2.618. And now what do we see? Well, again, look at this reference point. Now it looks like we're on this wave 4, So let's just pull that back up. So a typical wave 4, I'm going to do it like this so you get it really, really clear. There's a couple of things I want to get clear to you. But again, take my free Elliott Wave and Fibonacci masterclass. It's around, I think it's 30, 40 minutes. I've really spent a lot of time to simplify all of this stuff because this stuff tends to be quite complicated. I'm trying to simplify it for you. So with wave 4, if we measure wave 3, most wave 4s are in the range of 32 to 50% of wave 3 and maximum 62%, but unusual for 62%. It's normally 38 to 52. Also with wave 4s, anything can happen, by the way, guys, because I'm always doing probabilities, never certainties. Probabilities, never certainties. Anything can happen, but we always want to work with the probabilities in our favor. The rule of thumb for Elliott waves is wave 4 should not go into the range of wave 1. Right, so it should not. This white line here, I've drawn it here deliberately, should not go into this range, right? Normal, typical behavior. Because even if you think about it logically, right? People that rode this wave, and especially if they rode the wave from down here, right? Naturally, they want to take some profits, which incurs selling pressure. Price goes down. However, there was a lot of people that would have loved to have bought here, but missed the boat. They missed the boat. The price went up. And then they see the price coming down and they go, hey, I got a second bite at the cherry. I'm not going to miss it this time. So then that causes the wave 5 drive up. So that's just some of the basic psychology. Because often people are asking, why is the price going up? There's nothing happening in the project. Okay, speculation, my friends. Speculation, human psychology, buying, selling, fear, greed, optimism, pessimism, fear of missing out, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. All of that jargon. So let's just wrap up with this. Right, a couple of things. Right, wave 4s, typical corrections happen in three waves. More often than not is an A, B, C. So this looks like an A, B, C. It's in this zone, in this price zone over here. A typical maximum of a wave A. And again, anything can happen. We measure this wave A, project it from this wave B, and a typical maximum of wave C is 1.618. So we're in that kind of region, We can also do an external retracement of this, what looks like it doesn't look like a classic wave B, but is what it is, right? Is what it is. Because we only go with the information that we have. We can't force information that's not there. We want to go 1.618 and 2.618. So it's in that range. You can see there's all this Fibonacci cluster zones. This also looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a wave C. Don't worry about the jargon. If you take my Elliott and Fibonacci masterclass, I explained this in more depth in terms of the method behind the madness. I won't do that now, but this looks like a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a wave C. I'm just showing you this because often it's not clear. Let's go to micro. That would do. Right, so we've got this potential wave C over here. Just gonna pull it up like this. Let's just change it to intermediate. So you got it nice and clear. So then this wave 3 down here is a potential wave 4. I'm always using the word potential because look, there's no guarantees in any investment game, let alone crypto, right? That's why you want to have proper risk management, take full responsibility for your actions and everything else. First indication that this is a trend reversal, if you want to be a bit safer, is wait for price to go above this point here and then over here. But the whole challenge is the closer you get in here, the more risk you're taking, but the more profit you're potentially going to make because you're getting in lower. If you get in here, less risk because it's more proven, as in the next wave up, but you're getting in later. So you have to kind of see what's right for you. And then lastly, what we're going to anticipate, I'm going to show you just a wave 5 price target, right? We measure wave 1 to 3. I cover this in the Elliott wave, especially in the courses, I cover it. But a typical wave 5 end. But again, this is just the beginning of the party. They haven't even launched. They've got mainnet. So Swapz has gone mainnet. They've got some good partnerships. But what I'm waiting for is their juicy bonuses, their single staking token bonuses, right? The typical price target for a wave 5 high, it's around 20 cents, right? 20 cents. You'll probably find it overextends. What I've also noticed though, this is not typical. My mentor didn't teach me this, but in crypto, I'm noticing it, like just by watching, just by keeping my eyes open, is that more often than not, this 100% is an overextension for a wave 5. But I'm noticing with panic buying, it often goes to the 1.618 or 1.618 of wave 1 to 3. Don't worry about the jargon. It's just, what's this? It's around 26, 27 cents. And today is that 8 cents? So what's that? 3, 4, 5x thereabouts. And then, it'll have other waves within the waves. So there you have it. What do we have right now? Again, we're just looking at probabilities. We have this potential wave 4 zone. Is it going to hold? I don't know. But typically when you see these kind of patterns, and you'll see them in my previous videos as well. We saw them with Wagyu Swap, we saw it with Cross Wallet, we saw it with Cross Swap, and that's kind of in the process right now. We've got this 1, 2, 3, looks like a 4, and then we should anticipate higher highs being made. I don't know what the exact roadmap is with Swapz, but they've indicated they're going to have some very juicy bonuses. And they said the numbers are going to be big because they've also partnered with Wagyu and they're part of the Bluezilla ecosystem. That gives us a clue on they're going to be learning what's working, what's not working. So they're going to repeat what's working. And high liquidity, they're going to need higher liquidity, which is important. So at the moment, I think the limitation on Swapz is they only let you do around $5,000 at a time. But they're building it for the big boys, and the little boys, and they're going to give lots of rewards for providing liquidity with different tokens. The exact tokenomics, they haven't announced it. They haven't announced the staking, but once they do, when they did with Wagyu, it just went parabolic. It went from like 25 cents to like $3. Right? We saw that, and that seems to be the case with these type of projects. So there you have it. Swapz still under the radar. It's still kind of low market cap. It's under 15 million market cap. It's maybe, I don't know, I think maybe 12, 15 million, give or take million market cap. For a project of the size of Swapz, what they're looking to do and the partnerships they have, it looks very, very healthy. But today you got the technicals. So take my free Elliott with Fibonacci masterclass because it will kind of teach you some of the basics. You always want to be training. And then some of the fundamentals, just a practical use case. Like Valhalla, yesterday, on one blockchain, the price was running at a 500x and the other was running at a 300x. And it was a pain in the you-know-what because people are like, hang on a second, why would I sell here when if I can bridge it over to there, I'm going to get double the money, almost double the money. Yeah. And then sometimes the price will change. That's what you call arbitrage. You can kind of take leverage and kind of pounce when the opportunity is there. All right, let's finish on a quote. Today is chapter 6, Bruce Lee. This is important because I do a lot of coaching, right? We got a private Telegram group. If you want to be a part of it, you just take my masterclass, buy one of my courses, you'll get an invite. And we do workshops normally on Saturdays, and then we got some other clients as well. And I'm limited to the knowledge of you, right? Because I can only cover 1 to 4% above your current level. So if someone's asking me a low level question, I can't give you a high level answer because I have to answer the question at the person's level. And that's challenging. So this quote is just for that. It says, a wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. It's such a challenge. And the reason I am using that quote today is to encourage you to keep training and learn the basics. It annoys me when people ask me, I know everyone has to start at a certain level and everything is difficult before it's easy, but YouTube and Google and Medium and blogs and articles are such a wonderful resource to learn very fast. Like you can not know something and kind of feel a bit silly or not the smartest cookie in the world. But then after half an hour of watching 2 YouTube videos, reading 1 article, and I don't know, listen to a podcast, bang, all of a sudden you now have that information. So then if someone asks, if you got a coach or a mentor, and then you ask them a question at a higher level, they can give you a higher level answer. But more often than not, the limitation of coaches and mentors is not the mentor themselves, it's actually the student. Because if the student is asking, what's 1 plus 1? Well, there's no point the mentor talking about algebra or rocket science or anything along those lines, because if I talk about anything beyond 1 plus 1, it's like it's going to blow the mind. So in terms of learn pancake swap, learn Wagyu, learn bridging, learn cross chain, learn some of this terminology, learn about staking, farming, tokens, NFTs, metaverse, all of this, and you go, doesn't make sense. I go, hey, once upon a time, it didn't make sense to me either. All you do is read, listen, watch, whatever your best medium. Attention is the medium through which material appears in your consciousness. Yeah, attention. So whatever you find easiest, some people it's reading, some people it's listening, some people it's watching, like YouTube videos. Just literally study the basics. So if you do get the opportunity to, if you're asking me a question, I love high level questions, because there's so much you can do in DeFi, GameFi, and NFTs. There's the metaverse, what's happening right now with AR and VR and the way the future is looking. The very fact that Facebook has changed its name to Meta. Like what? But then people go, what is the metaverse? What is it really? I go, hey man, read some articles, watch some videos. All of a sudden you go from not knowing anything to knowing a lot. And once you've done that, if you spend 1 to 3 hours worth of study in 1 week, you're practically a pro in that area and you'll feel more comfortable with yourself. So you're always challenging yourself and growing and growing and growing. Right, so today we just covered swaps, some technicals, some fundamentals. It's still under the radar because people think, hey man, that's a big price movement. You have to have perspective. The market cap is like 15 million market cap. These are billion-dollar projects, projects, which in the next months and years to come, especially the next, this peak part of the bull season that tends to occur in the last 20% of the market, is likely to do incredibly well for the problem it's solving and the partnerships that they have. And you can see that they're partnering with top-tier projects like Valhalla, which did a 600x. 600x. It actually went to 79.80 cents, which was 800x on the Valas blockchain, but it didn't stay there for long. It just kind of filtered down, but it stayed. It's currently at around 400x. That is unreal. So there's other projects. So we want to be looking at metaverse. Want to be looking at launch pads that are focusing on the metaverse in the play to earn NFTs gaming space. So then you can pounce on these whilst they're young. When they're young, you can kind of have the vision and the foresight. And again, we always do probabilities, never certainties. Last thing I want to leave you with is this thinking. If you buy 10 cryptocurrency projects, you have to have the mindset like a venture capitalist, because I call it retail venture capital, because you're not a traditional venture capitalist, you're a retail venture capitalist. You buy 10, we expect 2 to do extraordinary numbers like 1,000x, 100x, 500x, maybe even higher, right? Like 1 or 2. That's what VCs do, right? But they don't know when they invest in 10, which of the 1 or the 2 are going to be the unicorns. Yeah, what's going to be like the Facebook. They don't know, right? So they have to spread. But they know that any one of the 10 have the potential. Then they expect around 4 to do okay. 1 or 2 to do extraordinary. Boom, makes the whole portfolio, makes the season. Then around 4 or 5 to do good, it's good numbers. Maybe it's a 20x, a 50x, a 100x, whatever it is, it's good, healthy numbers. And then another 2 to 4 that just do nothing. Either break even, make a little bit of profit, or take a loss. And you have to factor that into your business plan. Because if you're hoping for all 10 to do boom, I go, man, you're under some type of illusion. That's not how it works over here. The game is probabilities, never certainties. So even with swaps, as good as it looks, with the staking rewards coming, I know because I've read the articles. They said they've got some juicy, big numbers coming, and I know they partnered with Wagyu, and Wagyu's APY was 100,000% APY when they kicked off, when they wanted liquidity. Hey, the way this whole tokenomics works is they incentivize behavior. So we want your liquidity, so we're going to give you part of the staking rewards. We're going to set aside 10 million tokens for the first X amount of blocks and we're going to give them to the early stakers. So it brings attention and liquidity to the protocol. And that's what we want. That's what we want. But it's probabilities, never certainties. I'm just going to keep, repeating it. I'm glad that you're repeating it. You're saying it in the comments, my private Telegram group. You're saying it a lot, which is great. I'm going to keep saying it because sometimes you have to say things 7 times before someone hears it for the first time. So it's probabilities, never certainties. So if you've invested in 5, expect 1 or 2 to be big hitters, expect 2 to be so-so, and expect 1 to flop, right? Like expect it, manage your expectations. And you go, oh, there's the one that's flopped. Now, when we bought it, we didn't know. Of course we didn't know because we're not stupid, right? We're not stupid. We're going to lose money on purpose. We're going to always go, right, best intentions. We think this has got legs. We think it's got good potential. But there's a probability it won't make it. It's like a baby seed. The storm might take it out. It might be a baby, and there might be 10 babies. And we want all of them to make it. We think they're going to grow into young adults, and do good things in the world. But not all of them are going to do good things in the world. It's just the nature of the world that we live in. So crypto projects, see them as little babies or little seeds that you want to grow and you want to help them grow and you anticipate them to grow. But there might be a storm that hits that we don't know is coming. It might be COVID. It might be a tsunami that hits. It might be an earthquake. It might be lightning that just strikes in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bang, the seed's over. Seed's life's over. We go, hey, that's why we've got 10 projects that we focus on. And that one just goes put to the side. But the oak tree, the seed that goes into a giant oak tree, makes up for the entire portfolio. So we can afford to have 1, 2, 3 losses, 10, 20, 30% losses. We can afford to have 20, 30, 40, 50% average performers because we anticipate 10%, 20%. If we're lucky, 30% are going to be home runs, retirement money home runs. So probabilities, never certainties. Do your own research. You know the score by now. I'm just aiming to bring you them early, low cap gems. But the earlier we bring them, the higher the risk. Yeah, we need to know that. I watched a video today. Someone showed me a video of a YouTuber showing a video of cross swaps and cross wallet, right? And the current price is around 40 cents. And 40 cents is one of them. When I brought it to you, it was like 10 to 13 cents. Cross wallet, the current price is around, so that one's 70 cents. 70 cents, I brought it to you when it was like 10 cents, 10, 13 cents. The other one, cross wallet, the current price when the YouTuber is much more mature, it's, 30, 25, 30 cents? When I brought it to you, it was 0.035. Now 0.135, the advantage is if you manage to get in and it works out, the gains are much higher. Because by the time the guy that's doing the video now, it's already moved 30x, 20, 30x. So he's anticipating another 100x. And if it goes 100x from here, well, the people that got in 10, 20x earlier, it's going to be a 2000x. But you're taking a bit more risk. And the reason I'm harping on about this is what I've realized is most people just have no idea about risk management. They just think every single project's going to make it. I go, look, it's better to manage your expectation and go 2 home runs, 4 good performers, and 4 that are going to either break even, small profit, or make a loss. Yeah. And if you factor that into your trading plan, your business plan, then all of a sudden you can act with more consistency, you can sleep well at night, and you're just going to be non-emotional and much more objective. So there you have it. Boom. The wisdom is coming out. I want to make sure, let me know what you want more of, because there's a lot of mindset stuff that I want to cover, but I don't know if you want to hear it. There's a lot of goal setting stuff that I would like to cover, but again, I want to just give you what you want. So I'm not going to give you what I want. I want to give you what you want. All right. See you soon. Like, subscribe, bell notification. Take my free Elliott Fibonacci masterclass. It just teaches you the basics on how to read the market like a pro. See you soon.